Rise 365 Kingsmead Community Centre. Here, this is where the young kings and queens of this area, they get together every Saturday and they help feed the community. Follow me. Part of the management in this place.
Yeah.
Big Mo.
I am the manager.
Jeez!
I'm the one high up, and there's people below me.
Just a little bit about the centre and what you lot offer. Because I've been here and I've for me it's like a wonderful thing to see. Like you don't see this every day, you know? I grew up where kids were just being out there with the in thing, but I've seen like these kids want to be inside and doing the right thing. Like, fill me in a little bit, bro.
My kid from our school. To be fair, it's all about energy. If you feel like you've got the right energy to come along with this family, you'll feel it, and then you'll just always come. Like you've got young boys that will see around in the area. You feel like they could have went past the down, like the wrong path, and obviously they come here and it just changes their lives.
Just more than a centre, it's almost like escape from an escape, you know, where you learn, you know, the teachers don't always have to be the ones you see in schools, you know, here you can learn a newfound togetherness, you know, I see the kids growing, they're doing things, the way they look at him, this is the whole purpose of what an old is meant to be doing, you know, guiding them the right way, and the thing is, he's like a bigger brother to them. Everyone knows their position, but the thing is, he's like a bigger brother for them, and they're all embracing the right way. It's a beautiful thing. What makes you come here every week? What is it about this setup that keeps you coming back?
Obviously, I think one of the predominant main reasons I come back is because of the people. The people are so community rooted, and this was founded on the basis that we are here to serve, and I haven't found any other place outside my local church that does something like this, where we serve other people. It may be at our own expense. We come here, volunteer 3, 4, 5 hours every single Saturday. But the joy that it brings people, the change that it's an indelible legacy. It's something that can't be unwritten. So that's why I come here. I know that I'm part of something bigger. It may just seem like it's a community shop, but it's more than that. And the warm embrace that I feel whilst I'm here, like Frank said, I'm always something, you know, jumping, I'm laughing, or you know, I'm dancing. But it's because I feel comfortable here. So yeah, to come to a space where you're embraced, where you're able to be transparent and open with one another, where you're able to build relationships outside
and be yourself,
and just be your authentic self, is something that I haven't found. Like I said, outside of my local church. So yeah, that's why I come. Nice. That's why you should come. Yeah.
Beautiful thing. This is Raza. Spread a little bit about yourself and how you came about Rise.
Always known Jason. You know, she wanted to give out food, cooked food for the community and stuff like that, so I indulged in that a bit. And then obviously she told me about Rise 365 and how to join, and that's when I took the opportunity.
So how would you say it's helped you as a man make that transition? Because I know in young days when you're growing up, it's easy to make wrong decisions.
Yeah.
So how would you say this has helped you being here?
I was even talking about this the other day. I feel like I've always had a good heart, no matter what, innit? But you know, just hanging around with the wrong crowd and stuff like that could also persuade your decision and stuff like that. So in a sense, this is the right crowd. It takes a village to raise a kid, innit? So this is the village.
So would you say this place has given you a break from the wrong things?
Yeah, easily. I'm here every Saturday, like guaranteed.
Without fail?
Yeah, so there's nothing else to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So for them kids out there that want to find something productive to do, would you recommend them coming here?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
And they're welcome as well. It's a big family unit in here. You know, nobody cares about where you're from, it's about the energy you bring. It's all love.
I think ultimately for me it's about just showing love, and it's about connecting back the community. It's not about age and stuff, it's an intergenerational project, so it's older people, young people coming together, and it's about us standing up for our own communities, not waiting for people to come in and save us, and showing young people their worth now, their power, and teaching them to use their voice and not being afraid to use their voice no matter what space they're in.
That's what I'll tell you, there's nothing like this woman, I'm telling you. Yeah. He's one of the managers as well, part of Rise 65. Very good guy. Dedicates himself to these young kids and he cares about them. You know what I mean? A lot of us it's easy to say kids do this, kids do that, but what are you actually doing to implement that? These lot go out of their way, they volunteer their time to make things happen. So just a little insight into what your roles are in Rise and...
So my role I would say is mainly based around mental health. So I work a lot with the mentoring side of things. So I do one-to-one sessions, I do men talks every 2 weeks. I get with the men together, we're trying to change the stigma about men not talking, expressing emotions to each other and stuff like that. And other than that, obviously just the general manager side of things. That's me in a nutshell.
You see, and there's a lot of elders that can learn a lot from this. You know, they're doing big things. You know, even myself, trying to pave a way, but you still have to look to people like this that are actually doing it before they were even told to do it. You know what I mean? They cared enough. You know, they didn't have to go through certain things in order to start paving the way for the kids. So it's a beautiful thing. And he's got swag as well. I like that, man. I like that. Hello, my name is Big Frank, and today I'm doing a special episode with the Young Kings from Rise 65.
You saying what you saying?
Today it's all about you today. I want to know what makes you you, okay? So, I'm Frank. To those that don't know me, I come from a world where outsiders, some of you might be familiar with, where I chose a lot of wrong choices, took me down the wrong paths. Yeah. And like, you know, I learned a lot of valuable lessons, but I paid a lot of heavy prices for it with family as well. So my thing is, at your ages, I'd already delved into a world that I shouldn't have. So to all of you young kids now, I see you doing so much positive stuff. What keeps you doing these positive things? Why haven't you stepped out? Or if you have?
Because it's a thing where it's gonna take me to better places. Like at the back of my mind, I know if I keep working, if I keep striving for my goal, I know it's gonna pay off soon. And they always say hard work pays off, so I just keep that in my mind. Every time I wake up, I'm like, yeah, I want to become a boxer. As you guys know, like, I want to be a boxer and I want to be a champ. So I'm just thinking every time I wake up, like, yo, I need to go on my run. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it, but then I think, what's it gonna take me? It's gonna take me to bigger things. So I'm just like, yeah, let me go, let me strive, let me get up. Because obviously, you got families and you got people that are already in it, like without even doing anything. Like sometimes you have to just go in it into the game without even knowing you're in the game. It's kind of weird, but like, because I was born with like calm parents, yeah, but then man, obviously you got toxic people, and then you got toxic family, and then you got the family that's already in the game, so they try to bring you in it. But then I was always like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. I'd always say, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that. I wanna do different things.
So you had your purpose.
Yeah, I had my purpose always. Like since I was a young kid, I always wanted to do bigger things. So
that's a beautiful thing,
yeah.
man. Because you see, people like you know, you're a young man. I'm inspired by you because the younger Frank needed somebody like you to keep me focused. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. So, and yourself, introduce yourself.
I'm T from Res 365. For me, it's more about my mentality. because I've had family members which have been in and out of the game.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's a way where it's a different type of outlet of emotion, because a lot of people which are in the game, like, they are always just doing it, and they have so much traumas behind them. And me personally, I don't think that I could personally sit with all that trauma in my head from seeing people getting hurt and things like that. So it's more of I'm trying to stay away from it because I personally know that I can't go through it.
And you know the thing is, yeah, what you just said, the actual trauma that you go through physically with yourself and through your family's experiences with you being in the game, you've identified that. A lot of people don't identify that until they've gone through so much. Do you understand? And that's all they have left to deal with. But the thing is, it's a beautiful thing at this young age that you lot have the awareness of the game without even having to be in the game.
Yeah.
There's too many lessons out there for you in the form of different people that you've, seen or have maybe lost as well. So it's a beautiful thing. And yourself? Introduce yourself.
My name is MJ from Rise 365, and yeah, my mum just installed it from me from time, like when I was young. She just told me the right and the wrong, and I've seen friends that's gone down the wrong path, gone to jail. Like, it's not good. Like, it's not fun to do. So my mum just taught me that, installed it into me from young.
So that your mum teaching you from a young age, filling you in about the streets and what happens outside, you think it's important, a part of your upbringing?
Yeah, 100%.
So you don't think anything should be held back from you, even though you're a bit young?
No.
Okay, that's a good thing. Because growing up, my parents always told me from the get-go, like, what it was outside there. Because my mum, she's God-fearing. You know that, today and tomorrow is two different things. You know what I mean? It's not guaranteed. So if I tell you today and I'm not here tomorrow, at least you've got something to think about, if you ever decide to go down that road. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And the man himself. Yeah. Like, introduce yourself.
Yo, I'm RJ from Rise 365. And me personally, just learnt from a lot of different scenarios, situations, people. Like Frank has said, I'm a person who tends to not only learn from his own mistakes, but learn from others, like, around me. So, like, I think, like, the roads are a facade. Like, my mum's kind of always shown me that, like, from like the crib days, innit? Because, like, I feel like she just knew out of all the kids, I just have a bit of, like, something about me, so she could. I feel like she could, yeah. So I feel like she could tell I'd always be where trouble is, or she'd always have that worry in the back of my mind that I'd always be where trouble is. But 9 times out of 10, I want peace in it. So I don't like being aggravated, and sometimes some people push you. But then obviously I had a conversation with you about being in a position where like someone can aggravate you in the first place.
But do you feel that sitting down and when we had that personal conversation, do you feel like it helped you? Do you feel like you get enough of them kind of conversations in your life?
I wouldn't say enough. I don't feel like there's ever enough. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everyone needs constant, like, not reassurance, but someone needs to be, like, you need a person to check you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You never know what could happen. Like, all it takes is a split second, split minute, hour, whatever. Wrong place, wrong time, and now you're in jail or some shit. Now you're in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good. And that's what we're all here for. Because I come as a package, so we're all here. Like, this podcast is not just about me; it's about you as well. Do you know what I mean? We literally are here because we want to save you, preserve you. See, like, now you're on the right road. We want to keep you there, and if we can keep you there, then maybe you can give the blueprint to other kids your ages and keep them there as well.
I think like the blueprint's there, innit? It's like some people just want to see it and some people just want to wait till it's late, innit? And obviously I feel like I have a current family member in a certain situation where, like, he's gone for a very long vacation. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk, you know what I'm saying, I kind of hear Like, even if he don't want to, even if he wants to act like he's okay and stuff, I can hear the pain in his voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
he could sound as normal as me, but I know it's sounding very different
'cause
because of what's going on, your environment,
Your
how you have
absence
to
as well.
live. You know what I'm saying? And you like saddest things like the world goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have seen me since I was like probably 10 or something. Now I'm 21. You get it? And
Yeah, no,
I'm
cool.
very different to how I looked when I was 10 years old. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
cool.
it's like that kind of creeps you out. Not only that, you know, like, you know, people just they say like they got you, and then now all of a sudden you're just probably like a year deep or two into your bid, and now people just, they won't even answer your phone no more. They won't even put down money for none of these things. And that's the rawness that a lot of people don't get to see. They don't get to see it from that perspective. On the outside, it's cool when men are out here driving flashy cars, wearing the watches and all of that. It's cool. Yeah, but when you go jail, that's where it really matters, because all them said people that you're around now, they don't know you all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? And all you have to hold down is just the fact that you was a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? No, I don't know. I kind of take pride in being a real person, innit? But in that aspect, you're not really a real person. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're it's a facade. Like, the streets, they make, like, even the baddest person out here couldn't even tell you that it makes sense. Facts, bro. They want to get out themselves. Like, if they could, a lot of men will tell you though, if they could go back and retrace their steps, they would. A lot of men won't do what they did to get themselves in this situation again.
And there's nothing real about living day to day knowing that your life could just disappear in front of you.
Yeah, right.
And leaving damage behind. There's nothing real about that. The realness is you actually live the purpose, to be the child that your parents brought you into the world with. You see, sometimes you come into the world, mum and dad, but you may not grow with mum and dad, but you still grew with something from both of them that made you special. Do you know what I mean? So once you know your purpose, that's why I always talk to you. When I talk to you, look, I always ask you, what do you want to do with yourself? Because at this age, it's important to know what you want to do with yourself. You know, some people say you've got time to think, but you see what it is. I'm not to scare, but people dying at 12, 13, 14, you've seen it yourself. So the thing is, you need to know what you want to do with yourself from now, so the steps that you take after you've decided that make sense to you. You know, you don't just want to be just walking up and down and then 10 years have gone past, even though you're not on the road, but I still wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's important that you lot get yourself like in check, because you lot are the future of the generations coming up underneath you. Do you understand? And yourself, sir.
My name's Ayo. I've made a lot of mistakes, but it got me into a lot of trouble, and I saw what pain it caused to my mum and my dad.
Good man.
So, like, that's what kept me stop doing it. And my grandma is like, I love her so much. Like, she tells me, "Oh, just be good. You get far in life," and that's what keeps me going.
So, from your mistakes that you've made in life, and just to see, like, the impact it had on your family, like, what would be a message that you would say to, you know, other kids your age that are currently in the same situations that you used to be in?
I would say just be yourself. Like, just be who you are. Keep it real with yourself. Keep it real with other people.
Do you know why I like you? Because, you know what, it takes, you're a young man, yeah, but it takes a real man to acknowledge what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? How old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15 years of age. At 34 years of age, I became that man that you are right now. So understand that what I'm saying to you. At 34 years of age, I became that man that you are now, sitting down there, acknowledging how much damage I've gone and that I need to change. You've changed at 15. So imagine what you could be 15 years from now if you keep that mindset. Imagine what you could be. Yes, you've caused a little bit of pain to your family, but 15 years from now, 30 years of age, you go to school, you find your calling and do whatever you want to do legitly, that will erase every piece of pain that you've ever brought them. Do you understand? Because they get to see and have the child that they always wish for. You're Nigerian?
Yeah, and Jamaican.
See, and Jamaican. See, when you get that name, your name has a special meaning. They didn't just think of it just like that. You were born for a purpose. Do you understand? So don't feel bad on yourself for making mistakes. Embrace yourself for actually G-checking yourself and taking yourself out of that situation and acknowledging that, you know what, my parents mean more to me than the streets do. My grandma means more to me than the streets do. It takes a man to do what you've done. And I'll tell you this now. You're a bigger man than most of these people out here, because people are still in there not caring about mum and grandpa and all this. But you care. And I can see it in your face that you actually care. So you see you're gonna be someone special in life. Trust me that. Just keep that focus in your head. You know, you've made a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake. But a mistake is only a mistake if you continue to do it. Do you understand? Yeah. If you check yourself now and come out of it, your mistake becomes a lesson. And that lesson will be a blessing to somebody else who's in your shoes. Trust me.
I feel like some people are just lost. Like, they don't have people to tell them, oh, just keep going.
So what made you get in there, if you don't mind me asking?
What do you mean?
Get into that world.
What, the bad place?
Yeah. I like the way you said that, bad place.
I guess I was just not listening. I was just like just hanging out with the wrong people. It was just doing dumb stuff for no reason. Like, it had no meaning to it.
Good man. So that's the end of that road for you.
Yes,
God,
definitely.
That's good. Well done, man. I'm going to be checking up on you, but you're in the right establishment anyway, because everybody around here nobody's squeaky clean, but we're on a mission to do better. Do you understand? So surround yourself with the right people. Trust me, in the right place. And young man,
I'm Zara.
Hiya.
Like I said, made a few mistakes in life, but my mum like made me forget about those stuff and think about what's happening in like forward. And I want to be a footballer when I'm older. Make my mum proud.
Amen.
And when I was like 12, my friend passed away, and it made me like think like I gotta make her proud. You know what I'm saying? Make her proud and do stuff I'm proud. And I want to go like university, study on my grades, do everything like to just make my family proud and just
Wow. Do you know what, sir? I'm telling you, I can see the pain in your face. You see, when you talk about losing a friend at such an age, you don't even know your friend at them ages. It's painful, because I'm glad that you're changing your life now, because I'm 44. I remember losing friends at 14. From 14 to 44, I've lost friends. I grew up. I remember walking around, we used to go to clubs, 40 guys. If I tell you how many friends out from that circle I started with that I've still got here now that I could go to raves with, you'll be shocked. Maybe 2 hands. So it's a painful experience, but even coming out of the game, you still have to live with a form of pain. But that pain, it doesn't hinder you. It's just a reminder. Do you understand? So although you're going through it, and I get it, but you use that experience that you're going through, that pain that you're going through, and be the motivation, you understand, for everybody else around you. You see your friend that you lost? He lives in you now. You understand? So it's your job now. He'd given you a baton so you can make something of your life, you know? As you win, he will always win. Do you understand? Because you're doing it in his name as well. You know? So never be sad, you know? Life is for living. If you don't learn your lessons, you don't pass the class. You understand?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Big Frank. We're on a Real Focus podcast today. I'm with the young kings from Rise 65. Today we're just here to learn about you guys. You know, you lot are the stars of the show today, yeah? So just a little insight to you about how your experiences has been and growing up, how things are with you and how you've managed to stay on the right paths. Do you understand? Because knowing myself, it's not easy at this age that you're in. There's a lot of peer pressure. There's a lot of friends that you may know or people you grew with that are outside, but you lot have chose to be inside and stay on this journey that you're in. Okay, so like introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ren from Rise 365.
Right. What I'm gonna ask you personally is like your journey. What keeps you in Rise 65 when you could be out there? And if you have been out there, what's kept you where you are today and not out there?
I think it's just the vibe and like the guys like Ivy Sorrow. I wasn't on the roads like that. I was a good G. I was a good kid. Like I would just go school, come home, work. That's really it. So like nothing much really. Yeah.
So being a good Jew when you're surrounded by so many that could have that are around you that are not as good as you, should we say? Yeah, that are out there. What stopped you from joining them?
Chilling with them. Like
Just being part of that circle, being part of the street life. What kept you where you are? Like you said, you're a good kid. You've done jobs and all this, but there is a lot of you that fit that criteria, but there are a lot of you that are not. So what's kept you where you are?
I don't even know myself. Like I just didn't really. I just saw my mindset before them. I already knew. Alright, cool. These men will go out. I know something's gonna go wrong. So let me just go home. Like there's been so many incidents where I know like I seen something's going to go wrong. I go home 5 minutes later. Oh, things are happening. So like I just mentally prepare myself and I just watch how people move. So like that's what.
Other people have been your lessons.
Basically, yeah.
Good. That's you see what it is. There's no wrong or right answer, but what you're doing now, that's the right answer. The way you're living your life is the right way to live your life. You are gonna be a big role model for many. Trust me. You may not see it now, but there's a lot of people that wish to be like you right now. Because you know what it is? That having a job and being good is not the in thing right now. You understand? Because when we growing like I am now, when I was younger, I had so much more than I have now. Do you understand? I could do more things than I can now. But the thing is, it came at a price. Do you understand? But living now, I'm able to do things with peace. You understand? I don't have to worry about if I'm going to buy a pair of shoes. I don't have to worry about who I've taken that money off and if I'm going to be walking down the street and something's going to happen. You know, I can live in peace now. So what you're doing now, trust me, it's a beautiful thing. How old are you?
17.
You see, 17, I wish I had your life. You are a role model for me. I'm 44, I'm telling you that now because you, at 17, have wisdom beyond your years. Trust me. Because at 17, I was good. I was a good kid, but I was a lost kid. Do you understand? I was good in the sense that I did my school and everything, but the thing is, I was lost to the street. Now you are on the right path. Imagine yourself in 17 years from now. And you stay on this journey. You have kids now. Perfect role model to your kids. Because you can teach them how to be nothing but good. And you've seen things outside there as well. And you can teach them from a perspective that you haven't been in, but you've seen there. You understand? That's a beautiful thing.
You should remind me, that's also because I've seen a lot of things that I've not meant to see at a young age that made me more aware of what to do and what to like chill around basically.
It's a good thing, man, because that's why I wanted to do it with you guys, because your perspective and the way you lot think is ahead of your time. But to you guys, it's just I'm just being me. But you don't realise how powerful what you lot are doing right now. Even just what you're doing right, but even you sitting here, like as a parent, it's a beautiful thing to hear because it gives us hope. You know, my kids, I've got good kids, so there's other good kids out there. Do you understand? These are the kind of people that you want to link your children to. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your friends don't have to be the ones that chill on the block. Friends have to be like-minded people. You know what? I push you to be better and you're going to push me to be better. And trust me, you're already on that path. So just stay on that path, my friend. Trust me. Beautiful thing. Introduce yourself and tell me like the same thing. You're here at Rise, you're doing beautiful works. What stops you from not being outside there on the street? Why are you here instead of out there?
Okay, my name's Solomon Macaulay, part of Rise 365. But my upbringing was a bit different. It was like I've always had older brothers, like friends that are a bit different, like on the roads. People die, people go to prison. But it was more of like I'd chill with them, but I wouldn't do nothing stupid. But then I sort of saw myself getting drawn in into little problems. Like I'm walking down the street, I'm looking over my shoulder, people are following me, like
and it was sticky situation. Home weren't the greatest, so about a year ago, decided to move to London, go live with my aunt, and change my life around. And that's when I met Rise 365.
Wow. So that transition from do you think that the home plays a big part in the decisions that some of you lot make at this young ages?
Yeah, it really does. Like when you don't have the most stable home life, it's like the roads is your home. Like your friends are your home. Like if your friends are in trouble, you're gonna try to help them no matter what, because you don't have that feeling of like who's gonna look after you if your friends won't. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bit different. It's like, and then when I'm seeing my friends go to jail and people are dying from drugs or like violence against each other, it's just sad, because it's like we all grew up together, same block, and now they're beefing over what? You know what I'm saying? So.
Wow, that's beautiful. So, as a young man, how old are you?
17.
What you lot see at 17, man, the eyes, wow. It's a lot that you lot get to experience. And just to see where you are now, being... I'm shocked, man. But at 17, to go through everything you've gone through and to make that transition to say, no, I'm going to give back to my community. Do you know what it is? I don't think you lot actually realise, like, I'm smiling. I always say, give you lot props. And I'm not just bigging you up for the sake of bigging you up. It's a big thing. It's a big thing, because look at everything you lot are exposed to. Look at upbringings may not have been the greatest, but the thing is, you could have used any of these things as excuses for doing wrong. But you've used it as motivation to do good. Do you understand? That's why I'm saying now, all of you lot, stay on this path. You are going to be great people, and you manifest that. You push for that. You understand? Because what you are now are role models. You're not only role models for your generation, you're role models for the generation younger. You're role models for even me as an older man generation, because I look to you guys and I think, rah, I wish I could have been like you lot at that age. It's a beautiful thing, man. Trust me. And whatever you know, sometimes in life, situations, home, here, is not the greatest, but the thing is, we don't focus on the negatives, you understand? Because even in the negatives, there's a lesson to learn. Do you understand? So you just use your positivity to help out where you can. You understand? We don't always get on with everybody. Life was not made to get on with everybody. You know what I mean? But the thing is, where you get lost in transition with them, you know, you can fix that by being the solution to the problem. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But by being you and making success of yourself, a lot of these problems that you grew up with will just disappear, because people now can focus more on my proud child who's done so well. Keep it up, trust me. Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing, man. I like being around you guys, man. Go on. Always got his hair did. Big smile.
Hello, my name's Shmoney. To be fair, I wasn't really ever involved in anything.
That's even better.
I just, you know, when you know that there's more to life, that like I'm young, so it's not like I have much to lose, but it's like when you know that if you don't get involved in this, then when you're older you have more to do. Like I would like hearing from you, if you get arrested then you can't go to different countries. I got like stuff that I want to do, like travel the world, all the rest. So it's like, why would I get involved in certain stuff knowing that it could limit me, and I don't need to? Like, there's no benefits from it, so I just stay away.
So how is like I take it you may know people that are out on the streets or have friends that are living a different life to you.
Yeah.
How does that impact your friendship or your relationship with them, being the way that you are?
To be fair, I chill around kind of nerdy people.
Bro, no.
I don't really chill.
Let me tell you something now. That one thing I don't like about this generation, yeah? Don't let being smart or being good be something that you don't speak with your chest. Do you understand? what you're doing is a great thing. There's nothing wrong with being around people like-minded. Do you understand? You want to be around these people because these people can elevate you. But you say it with your chest. Don't feel like ashamed. Because people, when they're on the road, yeah, I'm a bad man, I'm on the road. They're happy to say it. So why are you not happy to say that? Yeah, I chill around people that do good things. Because the thing is, we got plans. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I got plans later in life. And the thing is, the people that I'm chilling around are part of my plans. So be proud to say that. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I wish I had nerd friends. But back when I was growing up, it was like, no, I can't be seen with them. But the thing is, they're the people now that are running the show.
No, when I say nerds, I don't mean like, I mean like just people that are good.
Good people, yeah. But the thing is, just nerds, good people, however you want to label it. But be proud to say that because it's a beautiful thing. Because a lot of your people in your generation, they tell you they hang around with bad man. They don't even their names. They're giving you like Star and Global and whatever their name. They're not even the names. Do you understand? Yeah. You're hanging around with good people. Be proud of that fact that you're hanging around with good people.
Yeah.
You know? Say it with your chest. Rise 65 stands for elevation of you young black youths. So what you are doing and how you're portraying yourself and how you're living your life exemplifies exactly what you're doing here at Rise. So when you say, I hang around with people, yes, chest up. You ain't got much of a chest, but yes, I hang around with good people and I'm proud of that. Do you understand? There's no shame in your game. I love that. Love that. Come on. Big D, take the mic, B.
Oh, go on.
Bro, you personally right now, yeah? I want to know, like, how you got here. How you got here, because I spoke to you personally. I want to know how you got here and like, you see, like you have brothers here that lived a good life. So you don't realize how close you are to being the teacher for these guys. Your life could be a valuable lesson for these kids to learn. So just tell us a little bit how you got here.
My name is Daniel and I'm from Rise 365. What can I say, man? From young, like, I don't know, I just seen bad things from young, innit? So it's like, I'll say since like year 8, like just getting excited basically, innit? Just getting excited, trying to join bad people, like selling drugs and that, cool. So like,
but what was it that about these people that got you interested in that? You wanted to be part of them?
I don't know, like obviously, like the things they're wearing, like telling me I'll buy you things, like going to the shop and that to get, like every time they see me, so I'll be playing in the cage or something, and because obviously I'm a young kid, innit, so I don't have money, and obviously at home wasn't the greatest and that, cool. So it's like it's people that are outside feeding me, innit, basically, innit.
Yeah, I'll get that.
It's like me seeing that is. It's like you like my olders, like you actually care about me. So yeah.
So the lack of, say, like for example, like me, the lack of at home, like kind of gave me a thirst for the want outside. Because when people are offering me things that maybe was not outside of my parents' budget, you understand?
Yeah.
Like it kind of enticed me to like, oh, I want this.
Yeah, literally still. So yeah, like so before I joined Rise, obviously just doing bare negative things, like just don't want to talk about it like that. But
no, you don't have to go into it. But bro, listen, like it's not about what you did. You understand? So when I ask you to talk, just talk. Bro. There's no shame in learning from a mistake.
Yeah.
It's when you continue to live in the mistake. Do you understand? I spoke to you personally. That's why I know you got a lot to say.
Yeah. So yeah, like obviously before Rise, obviously it's like trying to get quick money and that. Yeah, just on it, just like having beef. Like, so yeah,
find yourself in situations that
having situations, because obviously your family is like
in a gang in it, so they're trying to get you involved and stuff like that. So cool is like, so yeah, so Jason, she offered me to join Rise in it, with 2 of my other friends. So the first week I've gone there, I'm packing the bag and that, and it's like raw, like man could actually do this every Saturday, because on a Saturday man's not doing nothing, bro. Man just in my yard, like you get it, just chatting to girls and that, like it's dead. So cool, like then next week I've gone again, then I'm just consistent innit. Then my 2 other friends have left, and somehow like I've forgotten, like 2 of my other guys have left and I'm still here.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, like I've just enjoyed it since I've been Rise like more than a year now, innit? Like a year and a half.
So the 2 friends that you initially came with have gone.
Yeah, and they're, you know what I'm saying, they're outside.
Yeah, and now, but you chose to stay.
Yeah, literally.
And how was that changed your life?
It's changed it mad still, like, I don't know, like my mindset it's on another level. Like before I wouldn't care about nothing, but it's like now it's like I'm aware of like what to say, what to do. It's like everything has changed, innit, basically, innit?
So how do your 2 friends that you came with now, you still in touch with them?
Yeah, no, of course,
with them?
Yeah, of course, they're my brothers still, but it's like there's just certain things that I can't tell them, or like just can't.
Bro, do you see what it is? Do you know what it is? Like, I have so many friends. Not every friend is 100% supportive of the movement that I'm doing, but they're still my friends because I grew with them. You understand? They're part of the brickwork. But what you got to understand in life, because you're still young, it doesn't mean you have to lock off your friends, but not every friend is for that part of your journey. Do you understand? There's friends that I'll tell you, I'll have millions of friends, but not every friend is relevant for that part of my journey. Do you understand? There's always going to be a part of your journey where they fit in, but sometimes you have to step out to fit in. And that means when you step out, sometimes you have to leave people behind for that temporary period, just to get to know yourself. Because remember, ultimately, your friend can only help you so much. You have to help yourself. So being in that position where like you didn't even realize that your friends are gone, but you're still here, means that the priority was you. Do you understand? You're no longer putting the priority that you're meant to put on yourself on your friends. You can love your friends. I have loads of friends that are called brothers, but you understand? But I have to love myself.
No, 100.
Because my friend ain't gonna love me. If I get into trouble now, my friend's in trouble, the same situation, we're both looking 10 years. I have to think about my life. Can I 100% swear that my friend's not gonna snitch on me? Do you understand? So then the thing is, you have to make yourself the priority in things, and you have to put yourself in situations that you can control, and that is by being good, walking the right paths. Do you understand? When you're walking on the right path and you're doing the right things, you don't have to worry about whether people are gonna snitch on you or not. What, you're gonna say I'm good? Go ahead. Do you understand? What, you're gonna say I went to school? I did my books, I'm working. What can you say? Go on. I look after my family. What can you say? Do you understand? But when you put yourself in predicaments where you're around people where in a game where there's no rules, understand, snitching, there's no rules. Do you understand? People tell you I'm not a snitch, but look at the situations. How many brothers you see you grow up together, like right, you've known him all his life. You call my mum and you send me to jail. This is the game. But you see what you lot are in now? This is your own game. This is your own field. This is your own lane. There's people out there who would love to be what you are. Love to be in that lane that you're in. Trust me, your voices, your positions are going to change a lot of things. Trust me. Just keep on that path. You're changing the narrative already. Trust me. Trust me. Every single last one of you, man. Like, make me proud. You're my role models. Trust me. Come on. Big thing. And to see what you lot have gone through from a young age, it's like, raw. And to see where you're at. Like I said to the last group, it took me to the age of 34 to be able to sit down on the chair and say like what you're saying now. I'm 44 now. To sit down and stay in the chair and say like, I changed my life, I realised that this is 34 years of age. Imagine that's 17 years from now. Imagine if you stay on your path, what you could achieve in 17 years. Do you understand how powerful you would have been? Do you know what it means to work 17 years, to walk a straight path for 17 years? Not many people can say this. Do you understand? That your age group, even to live to your age group now and to see change. Some people in your age group have got into the life and haven't been able to get out. The only way they got out is in a casket or behind bars. They're sitting now wishing they'd have been like you guys now. Get that realization. So keep on your journeys, man. I'm proud of all of you. Trust me. My guys.